So, I am a white heterosexual female. I was born on October 19th, 1995. I know that because I am white, I don't have to think about being white. I don't have to think about my race. And I know that thing that I know means I am of privilege. So there's a quote that I have heard throughout a lot of my classes, and it says, "The strong do what they will, and the weak suffer what they must." And Thucydides, a Greek philosopher, he said that, and I think that really resonates with our society today in the United States and throughout the country. So the strong are the really influential corporations, politicians, people that have power and have a lot of money. And the weak is everyone else. The weak is me. The weak is the people here on my campus that are affected by these changes. The weak are people that are impoverished, people of color who also suffer from these power dynamics. So first, I know that I'm of privilege, and I know that I benefit from it. I am entirely of white European descent, and I know that being white in every way is privileged. But secondly, I'm a social work student, so I know all about the structural oppression that our society is built around, and it's wrong. It's wrong for a society to be built around to hold one person back while another succeeds. I am privileged because I can attend college. I'm privileged because I'm educated. I'm privileged because when I went through TSA a couple weeks ago and I did not have an ID, that I was able to pass through security, but the Muslim male that was in front of me that had the same situation was not able to pass through TSA. I am privileged because I can make the decision to eliminate food groups from my diet because I don't like the taste and I don't like the industry that they come from, and I don't want to benefit that industry. I'm privileged because I live in a country where that lifestyle is accepted, and there's other countries and other parts of our country where that isn't accepted and where that isn't even an option. So in this country, there is an incredible amount of disparity and divide between the classes. Our middle class is shrinking between the lower class and upper class. And this is caused by the top 1% of our nation, where they benefit from the majority of income and wealth. And then the 99% rest of society is left to disperse the minuscule remaining amount of wealth and income. This then causes poverty, crime, and a lot of the troubles and issues that we talk about today. And the system where the top 1% is benefiting while the bottom rest of the people do not, fuels into the structural oppression that our society is. So when this happens, when this divide happens, it denies the opportunity for people to provide for their families, for people to attend college, for people to provide for their kids. And when someone is working a full-time job, there is no reason that they should be struggling, because if they are working a full-time job, there is no way that person is being lazy, and being lazy is seen as when you are poor, that you get on like food stamps or welfare. If you get on that, then you're lazy. But if you're working a full-time job and you still can't provide for your family and for yourself, there's not something wrong with that person. There's something wrong with the society. So I think that recognizing the system and recognizing the problems that we have not only affects me, but it affects my campus, it affects the community, it affects our country, and it affects the entire world. Secondly, recognizing these problems, I feel like you can't just sit there and let it happen. If you know that this is happening and you believe it's wrong, then there's no reason that you should just sit there and let it happen. So to make this change is where the social change and advocacy comes in. And the biggest way that someone can help is by educating themselves on these issues. They can help by communicating these issues to other people. Not everybody knows that these issues are happening. If I wasn't a social work student and didn't know about this, I probably wouldn't know either, because I'm white, and again, it's not something I have to think about. So by me knowing about these things, I can use that to educate other people, and I can use it to empower others so that they know what's happening too. And I think the most important thing in all of this is to have an opinion and to make a stand. Because if you don't have an opinion and you don't believe in anything, then nothing's going to change. And in my group video, we filmed a group of students, and there was a girl in that video, and she talked about how she didn't know anything and she just felt closed off. But she's in college, and she has the power to educate herself on what's happening around her, and I believe that there's no reason that she shouldn't be educated about what is happening around her. And then to end this video, I wanted to end with another quote that says, "The greatest country, the richest country, is not that which has the most capitalist, monopolist, immense grabbings, vast fortune, with its sad soil of extreme, degrading, damning poverty, but the land in which there are the most homesteads, freeholds, where wealth does not show such high and low contrasts, where all men have enough, a modest living, and no man is made possessor beyond the sane and beautiful necessities." And that was said by Walt Whitman.